Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute since I made a video, but I got the itch today to make a video. So I decided to talk about the games that I played last year, because last year was the first time in a while that I actually played quite a few games. The previous 2 years have been like hardcore movie years. I love movie years, but this year something happened, and I just decided I've only watched 20 movies this year compared to like 130 the prior 2 years, and this year was about games. I beat 11 games this year. Played a lot more than that, and I've got 2 big stacks down here, and I'm just gonna talk about it. I just wanted to ramble. That's what this video is about. I just wanted to ramble and talk about games. So first, we're gonna start off by talking about games that I didn't play. First, we have Pokemon Blue version / Red version. In 2023, I started playing this with the goal of actually catching them all. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've never taken the time to do, and in 2023 I started doing it, and I got the itch this year to continue it, and my saves were gone. I think I was like 90 Pokemon in, and my saves were gone. I was unable to, so I didn't play it. I was bummed. I was in like a hardcore Pokemon mood, which we'll talk about later, but yeah, I was a little sad, but we'll revisit, we'll do it again. I was playing it like on actual hardware, 2 Game Boys, link cables. I was going for it. I was really going for it. It fell short. Anyway, that was a game I didn't play. Then also towards the end of the year, I got into watching some Let's Plays, some good old-fashioned recorded YouTube Let's Plays. So the first one of those I watched was Hotel Dusk, Room 215. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's great. I love it. It's one of the first games that I ever saw in a store display, and I was like, I want that. I know nothing about it. I want it, and I really liked it. I've played quite a few novel type games, whatever the phrase is. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, I like this game a lot. The playthrough was great. It was a YouTube Let's Play by Pharaoh. Would recommend. It was a good little playthrough. It's a great little story. If you've never tried out Hotel Dusk, I recommend giving it a shot. It does have a sequel that only came out in PAL region. I'm gonna get my hands on it one day, and I'm gonna play it. The next game I watched a playthrough of was Koudelka. I don't own this game. It's one that I've always wanted to own. I just haven't found a copy of it yet. But I watched the Let's Play of it, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good. The story was fun. The one thing that stuck out to me is this game actually has really good voice acting. And also the animations of the characters, like the way they move isn't so stiff and stuff like that. Like in Metal Gear, they're a little more like rigid in their movements, but this one, like, you can kind of see the way their body like turns and stuff like that, and I thought it was really well done. Would recommend checking it out. I watched the Let's Play on YouTube by Keith Ballard. Another Let's Play I watched was Devil May Cry. I've played Devil May Cry 1 before, never played any of the others. I really like Devil May Cry. I love the atmosphere, like that gothic castle vibe, and the over-the-top action, the swordplay. It's a really fun game. I've played it. I actually kind of had to think for myself. I was like, did I play this? Because I had to have played it on my PS3, which means I would have got trophies, unless there's no trophies, and I just don't know that. But I swear I've played it. But I had to like really think. I was like, did I play it? And then I went to look at my collection. I don't have it, so I must have maybe rented it back in the day. I played it in college because I remember everybody was like, hey, we're going out, do you want to come with us? And I was like, no, I'm going to finish Devil May Cry today. I was really cool in college, in case you didn't know. But I like Devil May Cry a lot. It's super fun. I watched the Let's Play here on YouTube by Scribe. Would recommend. His Let's Play was a little different. It was more... It wasn't like discovering it for the first time. Like, he really knew about it and was showing secrets and like telling some stories about the development and stuff like that. So it was more of like a information about the game too, and not just a pure Let's Play. So I really enjoyed that. I'm already going to stop with the backgrounds. I don't feel like changing it every time. The last Let's Play that I watched was for Resident Evil 7. This is one that I wanted to play. I wanted to play this. I bought it when it came out. I was excited to play it. I'm a scaredy pants. I don't like it. Scary movies, not that scary. Scary games, absolutely terrify me. I can't do it. I think it's like making the action happen versus like being along for the ride. Plus, when this was announced that you could play it on VR, I was dead set. I was like, I have to play this in VR. And I played the first little bit in VR, and I was like, I can't do this. There's no way. There's no way. So I watched a Let's Play of it by Katie Plays Stuff here on YouTube, and this game rocks. Oh my goodness, I was so into this game. I was a little bummed that I didn't play for myself, but being able to just watch it was so much fun. The characters are great. The action seems great. The gameplay seems great. I love the atmosphere of this, the swamp, the house, all that stuff. When we kind of left the house for a little bit in the game, I was like, my interest is waning a little bit, but it brought me right back. It brought me back. This is probably my favorite Resident Evil 7 game that I've ever watched. How does it compare to Silent Hill games? nothing's gonna top PT for me. PT's great, but I really like Resident Evil 7. I really enjoyed this Let's Play. It was a good one. Alright, that was all the Let's Plays that I watched. I did 4 speedruns across 3 games this year. The first being Rugrats Search for Reptar. I set 2 new PBs in Rugrats Search for Reptar. I love this game. It's so much fun. It's a great beginner speedrun. If you've ever thought about speedrunning before, this is one to check out. It is pretty straightforward. No crazy tricks or anything like that. It's very movement important. There's a little bit of RNG to kind of like frustrate you in the middle. And it's very short. It's only like half an hour to do all levels. So that was the category that I ran. All levels. Got 2 PBs in it. One day I might return, but it takes time to grind these things out, and I just don't have that much time anymore. But I like Rugrats Search for Reptar a lot. Up next for speedruns, Kingsley's Adventure. I didn't set any PBs in that this year. I just, again, didn't have the time to like really grind it out and get better. And this is a game where movement is like very precise, very important. And getting good at the controls is kind of where it's at, but I just didn't quite have time, and it's frustrating. If you can't get the controls, or you get to like a segment where, you know, it's really precise, it just kind of really sucks the wind out of you, and that really happened to me. I might return to this one day, I don't know, but yeah, that's Kingsley's Adventure. It's also just a fun game to play. It's Legend of Zelda and Banjo-Kazooie. If they had a baby, you would get Kingsley's Adventure. That's the type of game it is. And then last but not least for speedruns is All Reliable, Spyro the Dragon. The first speedrun that I ever did was 120%. I did runs in 2 categories in Spyro this year. One was Lucas Percent, my namesake category. I set a couple PBs in that as well, but I think I've pretty much topped out unless I start doing like some crazy movement or anything like that. Lucas Percent is fun, and then I was dead set on 120%. I really wanted to grind it and finally get a new PB at 120%, and then lo and behold, didn't really have that much time to really grind the category. And this is a game that's pretty hard to get the rust off of, so you need to be playing it consistently to get back up to those better times. So I like Spyro the Dragon. I like the speedrun a lot. One day I would like to return. I don't know if it'll happen. I might be done. Who knows? We'll find out. Alright, and then the rest of these games are in no particular order except for the first one, because it is the most important game that I played this year. It is the one that kind of really got me back into playing games. I finished it and I just immediately wanted to start playing more games, and that is my game of the year. What should have been game of the year. Though Astrobot was a great choice, don't get me wrong. Balatro? I say Balatro, you say however you want. It's pronounced like that. God, this game is so, it's so good. It's so addicting. It's so easy just to be like, one more. And then it turns into one more. Well, that one ended too quick. I'm going to do one more. Just do one more. And I did pretty much everything in this game. I've got all the trophies but one, and that's Completionist ++, where you have to win with every single Joker on the hardest difficulty. How dare you? And I've been kind of playing it again. After the Game Awards, I heard the music again at the Game Awards, and I was like, I should play around to Balatro. And I was only going to play a couple on like the easiest setting, and I ended up playing on the hard setting and getting a win and got a few more stickers, and I was like, what if I just, I don't know, kept going? So I think since 2025, it is January 8th. I think I've already put like another 15 hours into this game. I love Balatro a lot. This is my Switch version. I played it on PS5, obviously, since I'm talking about trophies. I need to find the physical PS5 version. That's the one I'm going to open. I'm going to keep this one sealed. There's cards in here. I want the cards. They're getting ready to release a deck of cards that I'm going to order. I already pre-ordered the Jimbo plushie. I love this game. Unironically, one of my favorite games of all time. It is the best game that came out here. It's the best game that I played last year. And I think it kind of really shook it up and was like, games are fun. See? They're fun. You should play more games. And I stopped watching a lot of movies, and my phrase was, movies are getting away at my Balatro time. So, Balatro, sick game. Awesome game. I love it so much. Not to mention, I put like 30 hours into the demo. So I think, overall, I put just under 250 hours into Balatro in 2024, plus 30 hours in the demo, 270. It was my most played game last year, so it's Balatro. Veely, next up on my stack, was my second most played game this year, and that was Fortnite. The Battle Royale mode, not the Save the World mode. I love my physical copy, it's just so funny, but me and my friend, we play basically every week still, and we have since it came out, when we weren't playing Call of Duty. I like Battle Royale. I don't care what anybody says. You can hate it if you want. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the updates that they constantly do with it. I probably spent way too much money in Fortnite, but we don't have to talk about that. As long as they keep updating it, I'll probably keep playing it until one day it just burns out and I never pick it up again. But for the time being, I don't see that happening for a while. It's Fortnite. Up next, we have Final Fantasy VII, the original, not the remake. I played this on PS5 on the PlayStation Store, the digital version, and I've tried playing this game like 6 or 7 times, and this was the furthest that I've ever gotten into it. I started it at the tail end of 2023 and at the start of 2024, and this was the furthest I ever got into it, which I know in the grand scheme of things still isn't very far, but I don't know what it is. It just, I can't stick with it. This was the most I enjoyed it. Just something else, well, Balatro came out. That's the crux of the issue, was Balatro came out, and then I really stopped playing it. But every time I want it to get its teeth sunk into me. It just won't. So maybe I'll try the remake instead. I don't know. It'll probably be a while before I try this one again. It's one that I really want to play as a PlayStation fan. I really want to cross it off my list, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll try a different Final Fantasy on the PS1. I haven't tried. Is it 8 or 9? I think are the PS1 ones. I haven't tried either of those. Maybe I'll try one of those, and that'll like break it wide open, and I can go back to 7 or something. But don't ask me where I got. I know I got to the fancy. I forgot what it's called already. It's like some casino, not a casino. I don't know. The golden something, the gold spaceship thing. Then I was in a desert, I think. So I know I didn't get very far into it. I don't know. I want to like it so much, but I don't. I never like get sunk into it. Anyway, I played Final Fantasy VII this year. Did not beat this one. I played Kirby and the Forgotten Lands was one that I picked up this year, and I like Kirby games. I'm not like in love with Kirby games. Generally, I play one world of Kirby, and I'm like, I got my Kirby though, and that's exactly what happened this one. I beat the first area, and I was like, that's my Kirby. I'm good. It's really good. It's really fun. I was done with Kirby. I didn't really have any desire to continue anymore. One day in the future, I'll get the itch to play Kirby, and I'll play the second world. I think it took me like 3 years to beat Planet Robobot. That's just kind of how my relationship with the Kirby games go. But I liked it. It was fun. I liked the way it looked. I liked eating the car and like all the big mouth modes, whatever it's called, big mouth mode, something like that. I liked it. I'll play it more in the future when it's Kirby time. Not much to say about this one. It's Super Mario Party Jamboree. Me and the wife played this one for a little bit, and then we didn't play it anymore, but we'll put it in again one day. It's Mario Party. Next we have Metroid Prime. I did play this on the GameCube. I don't own the remastered version. I got it out. I was excited to play it. I played the first little bit, and then we had to dog sit, so I had to put the GameCube away, and then I never got the GameCube back out. So it was a casualty of I just didn't want to get the GameCube back out. So I think I might buy the remaster and play it that way instead of the original GameCube way. I really wanted to play it on its original hardware, and I never had a GameCube growing up, so I'm not like attached to the GameCube controller or anything, so I might just get the remaster and go from there. But Metroid Prime has always been a series that I've wanted to check out. I own 2, I don't own 3. I don't think I own the DS games either, but yeah, I liked it. I was really excited to play it, and then I put the GameCube away, and then I was done. Next was Dicey Dungeons. I played this on the PC, but here's my Switch version. I was looking for something to fill that Balatro hole left in my heart after I was like content with where I had left Balatro. And I remember watching playthroughs of this and really enjoying it, so I gave it a shot myself, and it was one that overall I think I just enjoyed it watching more, or it just had to fill in the shoes of Balatro, which was just impossible. Nothing will probably fill that hole. So I think it was just a casualty of that, but I do like it. It's a fun little game. Next is Minecraft. Beat this one. Beat the Ender Dragon. I played it on PS5, but this is just my PS3 copy. Played this with my wife, my best friend and his wife, and another really good friend of mine. We all had our own little world, and we were playing it. We were having a great time. We beat the Ender Dragon, and then naturally one day the 3-week binge kind of ended. Though this one went on for like 4 or 5 weeks. This was like a long 2-week Minecraft binge, but I'll never get tired of Minecraft. It's one of my favorite games ever. I don't think I can name another game where like starting over isn't ever a hindrance. It's like, it's so fun. It may not be my favorite game of all time. It's one of my favorites. But I do think Minecraft is the best video game of all time, hands down. It's the best one ever made, for sure. I like Minecraft. I'll play it. Will there be a 2-week binge this year? Who knows? We'll find out. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Beat this one at the beginning of the year. Started it at the tail end of last year, or 2023 when it came out, and then beat it early this year. Easily my favorite 2D Mario game. I was a big new Super Mario Bros. DS was always my favorite. Wonder blows it out of the water so easy. It's fun, it's charming. The flower guy might unironically be one of my favorite Mario characters, if not my favorite Mario character. I just loved the words that he always had to say. It's just an overall pleasant experience. I didn't complete it. I might go back and play some levels every now and then or something. I'm not a big completionist guy. Kind of once the credits roll is whenever it ends, and I always know that. I'm like, alright, well, if I want to do all this other stuff, I better do it before the final boss, because I don't know if I'll play it anymore after the final boss, which we'll talk more about later. But I really liked this one. This one was a lot of fun. One of my favorite Switch games, probably, too. Easily one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games was Pokemon Arceus. As I mentioned, whenever I played Blue, I was in a huge Pokemon mood. It's because I put like 120 hours, I think, into Arceus. I went on vacation in Jamaica, and that's when I started it, and I was hooked immediately. At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about checking off the checklist, and then I did it for like 2, and I was like, I have to do this for all of them. So I got every Pokemon in the game to data level 10. I didn't do all the check marks, but I got them all to data level 10. I didn't do any of like the battle missions that were on the side, like getting the stamp for the battles, because this isn't a battling game, which is weird to say. The battles always kind of felt out of place and too easy. I'm very excited for ZA, I think. I quit playing the mainline games growing up after Diamond and Pearl, so this was even honestly refreshing because I don't remember that much of Diamond and Pearl. So the fact that the entire Diamond and Pearl Pokédex is this game had me like, oh yeah, yeah. So everything between there and like Sword and Shield, I don't really know much. So I know ZA takes place in that area. So that's what I'm excited for that. Yeah. I love this game. This game was great. I say I completed it. I completed it to the completion that I wanted. So probably the 1, 2, probably like top 5 game that I played this year for sure, if not higher. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll do that at the end of the video. But yeah, loved Arceus. Beat this one. Was hooked. Immediately wanted more Pokemon, and I went to play Pokemon Blue. My save was gone, so I was sad about that. But yeah, Arceus was great. Beat Ape Escape on the PS5 version. I've completed the game on the PS1 before, but I saw there was a platinum trophy for it on PS5, and I was like, I want that. I'm not a big trophy guy, but I wanted this one, so I went and I got it. Ape Escape's fantastic. One of these days, I'll finish Ape Escape 2. I think I'm very close to finishing Ape Escape 2. I started on stream like 3 years ago. Yeah, I love Ape Escape. It's also a fun speed run. I've done speed runs of it before. There's really not much to say other than I wanted the platinum trophy, so I went and I got it. And this was one of the games that I beat this year. I just want to rattle off a couple games that I don't have or that I can't hold up. Retro Bowl, the mobile game. I was in a football mood, so I played some Retro Bowl. I got 3 championships, so I'm counting it as a game that I beat this year. I beat it before. It's fun. When you're in a football mood, it's really addicting to build up a team and stuff like that. So that was one. Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64. I have this on my Wii U downloads. Again, I got the Wii U out and then I played it, but I wasn't in the mood. I thought I was in the mood and I started playing it and I immediately wasn't hooked, and so I just kind of put it away. I'll play it again one day because I really want to play Thousand Year Door because I know everybody loves Thousand Year Door, but I really want to play the original Paper Mario before I do that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I know I don't have to, but I would like to. So I got it out. I played the first like 2 hours of it, and I was like, I'm just not in the mood. Just not in the mood. So that was Paper Mario. Ooh. Baldur's Gate 3. I liked Baldur's Gate 3. I don't think I got far enough into it for it to like really sink in. But I had a couple sessions where I played for like 3 hours, and at the end of those 3 hours, I was back where I was before I started, because one of them was like a glitch. I got glitched out and lost all my progress. One of them was that the quick save like screwed me over or something like that. I don't remember. So it just kind of took me out of it, and I was kind of frustrated. It's one that I will go back to for sure. I'll give another shot because I am intrigued by it. I am indeed. But yeah, just that last one, there was a wall or like a gate, and I ended up talking to an enemy on the other side of the gate, but I didn't want to fight any people in this area. But since it started that conversation, I didn't warp to the other side of the gate, but I don't think I was supposed to be able to talk to them. It started a conflict with them. And I was like, oh, and then my party died, and I had to start all over before I even started that area. And so, like, all my progress was gone. It was just frustrating. So, I'll try it again. But that kind of took me out of it right then and there. MLB The Show 24. I had Xbox Game Pass for a little bit, and it was on there, so I was like, I like MLB. I like MLB The Show. I'll do, like, a franchise mode. I did, like, 3 seasons, and I was like, alright, I got my baseball fill. So, that was the end of that one. I did not win the World Series. Marvel Rivals. Picked up Marvel Rivals at the end of the year. I'm not a big hero shooter guy, but I enjoyed Marvel Rivals. I was having a good time, so I've got a couple buddies that I've played it with a few times. I like it. It's one that I'll probably go back to, especially when they add more characters. I think with the hero shooter, I think since it's characters that I already know and establish, and I can like already assume kind of what they do before playing it, I think that makes it easier to get into. So having that like recognizability, for lack of a word. I liked Marvel Rivals. Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. I want to play in person so bad, and I always get so close to going. Like, I have a deck built ready to go play in person, and I just haven't done it yet. So it's something that I need to do. I just need to break the seal, go play in person. I play it online quite a bit with decks that I like. I'll do it. I wanted to play in the Indianapolis Regional last year, but didn't get anything figured out in time, and there's no Indianapolis Regional this year, so maybe next year. Hopefully next year. If it comes back. I assume it will. Lethal Company. Played Lethal Company with a couple friends of mine, a couple friends I played Minecraft with. It was really fun, and then I think we kind of ran its course. It was, it was a fun game. I haven't played it since the developer has done any major updates to it, so maybe we'll go back and check it out. But I think I'm pretty good with Lethal Company. It was fun. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. Words with Friends 2. You Know Who You Are. Play Scrabble. Scrabble's great. I do Scrabble speedruns every now and then. That's fun. I like Scrabble. Scrabble's great. Will Anderson on YouTube. He's cool. But there's really not much to say other than I think I've done pretty well. I think I've overall gotten better. Then this one was kind of sad. Super Auto Pets is unironically one of my favorite games of all time. A mobile game. Who would have thought? Or at least I played it primarily on mobile, which also saves me from knowing how many hours I put into that game, because you think I put a lot into Balatro. I definitely put way more into Super Auto Pets. I had completed Super Auto Pets at one point, gotten all this, not hard mode. I had no desire to do hard mode, and if you say I didn't complete it because I didn't play hard mode, that's your opinion, I don't care. So I had all the stickers, all the ribbons, for every character up before like the mythical update, and I was excited to play the mythical update, but the mythical update wasn't sinking in with me as much as the base update was, so I ended up putting it on pause. I was like, I think I've Super Auto Pets'd out, so that's kind of where I went with that. I think that's all the games in my list that I don't have it down here in the stack that I don't own. Oh, there's one more. Let me at least pull up a picture for this one. Akinbot was a game that came out this year, heavily inspired by like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, those buddy duo PlayStation platformers from back in the day, and I really liked it to start out with. I was really into it. I was telling my friends, I was like, hey, you like Ratchet and Clank, you need to check this game out before I finished it. And by the end, I think it had kind of run its course, and I was ready for it to be over. That being said, if they made a sequel, I would check it out. I think this definitely does well at like creating the core concept of the game, and then I think the sequel they could expand on more of the weapons, because there's not really that many weapons in this game like you would expect, since it looks like Ratchet and Clank, and I primarily used the same three weapons the entire playthrough. I didn't really experiment. I didn't have any reason to experiment with the other ones. The platforming got a little repetitive towards the end, but overall it was fun. I liked it, like a solid like 6.5, 7 out of 10 maybe. Would be excited for a sequel if they put one out. It's getting dark, so I turn on my light. Alright, up next on my list I got Princess Peach Showtime, and I was excited for it. I never played the DS game, which I also know isn't like the best, I think. I think that's the common conception, but this game's not for me. Let's just cut and dry it. It's definitely it's not for me. I wanted to like it. I wanted to be more into it. I ended up dropping it. It's cute. It's cute, well designed. The target demographic, I think, would eat this game up, but unfortunately I am not that target demographic. This is a series that I've always wanted to play. It's Xenoblade Chronicles, so I finally got it out, put it in. I think I played like 8-ish hours. I know that's like very little into the whole game. And then I just stopped playing it for whatever reason. I forgot what game came out. A different game came out that I started playing instead. Which one was it? Okay, I know exactly which game it is, and we'll talk about it later. But I liked it. I will go back to it, just not right now. Especially knowing there's 2 and 3, and that's like, what, 300 hours worth of games. I love the world. I love like the story, the 2 frozen titans being on top of them and stuff like that. It's a really cool concept. It's one that I'm really into. And I'm glad that they're all on the Switch, and Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming out on the Switch as well. So they're all in one place, all easy to play, all easy. I think they're all easy to get a hold of. I know 2 might be a little pricey, I think, but I'll go back to it. I'll get the itch to go back to this, and I will. I was enjoying it, but a different game came out, and I'll just talk about that one next. Hogwarts Legacy. I really wanted to play this game. The wife really wanted to play this game. We waited and we bought it used so that who didn't get any contributions from it. But I watched her play like the first like hour of this game because I was playing Xenoblade. I was like, I'll play it after Xenoblade. And I watched her play it and I was like, I have to play this. I have to play this game. So I did. I did not beat it. I'll finish it some other time. As you can find out, like I start and I stop. But I liked this game a lot. I was so hooked. And then they made me leave Hogwarts and I just didn't care. I wanted to like get through that stuff as quickly as possible so that I could get back to Hogwarts and explore around. So I wish the map was smaller. I wish it was more compact. I almost wish this game was made by Atlas, and it was in like the Persona style, so you have to go to class today to make this spell stronger. Here you can create your friendships and stuff with it. I think the Persona version of this game would be immaculate, just so good. Not that this one's bad. The story was fine, like I was into it. But yeah, once I left Hogwarts, and even Hogsmeade, like up to Hogsmeade and the Forbidden Forest, I just didn't care as much. I was just like, what am I doing all the way out here? Just let me go back to the school. Let me do I wish the classes were a little more involved too. Even like a bully, like thing of like go to class, So I'll go back and I'll finish it at some point. I really like this one, and that's why I stopped playing Xenoblade, because I watched her play that first hour and I was like, I have to do this. I want to go to Hogwarts so bad. I love Harry Potter. I love the books. I love the movies. Harry Potter was easily my childhood. So don't support her, but they made a good game. It's hard to say that they didn't make a good game. Yeah. Next is Stellar Blade. I beat this at 11:59 p.m. on December 31st, so I squeaked it in at the end of the year. This game is awesome. The story is awesome. Eve is awesome. What a fun game. What a fun game. I'm currently doing a New Game Plus of it because I want to see the other ending, because I don't think I picked the good ending. But I want to see it. I'm in the debate mode because, like I said earlier, like once the credits roll, it's really hard pressed to continue for me. I'm ready to like generally move on at that point. I think 99% of the side quests. Found a decent amount of the cans. I was going for all the cans, and then I was like, I'm ready to continue the story past the point of no return, and I'm so glad I did, because everything past the point of no return is just it's stellar, no pun intended. It's incredible. I love this game so much. Easily one of my favorite games that I played this year. I'm playing the New Game Plus. I'm trying to decide if I want to invest that time or if I just want to watch the ending so that I can play something else. But I do like this game a lot. I would recommend this game. I'm not like a big Souls-like game either, like person. I don't care for Dark Souls. I haven't played Elden Ring, but I didn't play it because I don't care for Dark Souls. I tried Bloodborne. I played for like 4 hours one day and made no progress, and I was like, this is not for me. I'm not into that at all. So the fact that I was hooked into this one was pretty great. So yeah, Stellar Blade, awesome game, so good. I love the monster designs in this. The outfits are fun. The soundtrack to oh my god, the soundtrack to this game is, again, pun intended, stellar. It's incredible. I listen to it all the time. Yeah, I was very surprised at how much I liked this game, especially by the end. I was really into it. So I think my problem was with the ending, and why I kind of want to keep playing is my wife wanted to watch me play this. So there were long gaps between play sessions, so I think I forgot parts of the story. So by the end, I think I had forgotten some things, so I think that's kind of why I want to replay it, to like make those connections that I didn't quite make. But Stellar Blade, 2 huge thumbs up for me. What a great game. Ghost of Tsushima, didn't beat this one. I was playing Stellar Blade. I couldn't play it because she was watching. I was like, maybe Ghost of Tsushima will kind of fill that like sword gap that it did, and I really liked it. Was really into it. And then another little game came out. I'll talk about it next, and that's why I quit playing it. But I'm very excited for Yotei. I need to finish this one. The sword play in this is just phenomenal. I'm excited to hear the rest of the story. I don't know anything else about it, so yeah, Ghost of Tsushima was great for like the 3 hours that I played it, and I'm excited to go back and play it some more. But I stopped playing Ghost of Tsushima because a little game called Astrobot came out. Very deserving of Game of the Year, even though it wasn't my Game of the Year. Shouts to Balatro. It's just fun. It's just a fun video game. Like it is a video game. It doesn't have like an in-depth story. It doesn't have anything wild. It just is a game that is fun to play. It feels like that's the goal they set out to do, and that is, they smashed it by a million. Like it's so fun. The soundtrack is great. I also listen to this soundtrack quite often. I obviously love the PlayStation cameos. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a marketing gimmick. It's a marketing tool. And to that I say, who cares? Why can't we celebrate the past while also paving a new way forward? So I really hope developers see how successful simple games like this can be, and that every great game doesn't have to be by FromSoft. Like, other games can exist. So I love Astrobot. It was so much fun. I got the Platinum Trophy in this. I still need to go play I haven't played the speedrun levels that they've added. I haven't downloaded and played them yet. So that's something on my list to do in the future. But what a great game. So I stopped playing Ghost of Tsushima because this came out, and I would do it again. Picked up the Nintendo World Championship NES edition. This was, I don't think Rob's going to be able to hold this. I don't want to break it up. I was excited by this since I've done speedruns before. But I don't know, I wasn't into it like I thought I would be. I played it for a little bit and I was like, yeah, this is fun. But I just didn't have any desire to like get better times, and getting on and doing like the weekly challenges and stuff like that, I just didn't care, and I assumed I would never be top level anyway. Like, I would just kind of do it for my own sake. I'm glad that they made it, and I hope they continue to make more. I love this little box set that comes with the gold cartridge and stuff like that, and the pins. I hope they do an SNES version and an N64 version. I assume they will. I think it sold pretty well. But I'll buy it, but it's not for me. That's kind of where I'm at. I'll buy it, I'll play it for a little bit, and then I'm going to move on. Next we have Oni for the PlayStation 2. This is a game that I've always wanted to play, so I finally decided to put it in this year, and I didn't care for it all that much. It seems fine, but I didn't care for the controls. I wasn't into like the look of it and stuff like that. Yeah, so I dropped it. I don't think I'll ever pick this one up again. Maybe I'll watch a playthrough of it just to. Yeah, I do stand by though that this is one of the best PlayStation 2 covers to ever exist. What a clean, crisp, perfect cover. Almost there, almost done. Tears of the Kingdom. I started this when it came out, never finished it, and this I finally went back and finished it, and I love this game. One of my favorite games of all time. Did all the shrines, found all the light roots, did a lot of the side quests. Didn't do everything, obviously. I'm not doing all the Korok seeds, and nobody could ever pay me to do all the Korok seeds. But I loved Breath of the Wild, and I loved this just even more. The world is just so good to explore. I hope they do one more. I hope they make it a trilogy in this art style. I know people are ready to go back to standard Zelda, which is fine. I haven't played Echoes of Wisdom yet, but I hope they do one more in this style. Make it a trilogy, finish it up. I don't know what else I can say other than this game is just insanely good. Probably top 5 games of all time for me. Like, I love the story, I love the look of it, the character models are great, The action is great. The building is great. Like, there's nothing wrong with this game in my opinion. And I know people have nitpicked it and have their concerns with it, but for me, it doesn't exist. This is just a phenomenal game. Just a phenomenal game. I love it. Next we have Evil West. I picked this up on the Xbox because it was $30 cheaper than the PlayStation version, for whatever reason. This game's, it's fine, it's fun, I had a good time with it, I didn't finish it. It's like very good AA game, I think this would qualify as a AA game. I really don't know what else to say. I'll finish it one day. But I played it, it scratched an itch that I didn't know that I had, and then I was ready to move on, so it's fun. Who made this? Flying Wild Hog? Focus Entertainment? So, I'll check it back out. You know, monsters in a steampunk setting, Western, Evil West. Weast? I thought you said Weast. I played part of the first Danganronpa game, Trigger Happy Havoc, I think. Yeah. This is a series I've always wanted to check out. I was enjoying it, and then I just stopped playing it. I think I put in Xenoblade. I had an itch to like try Xenoblade out, and then I just never went back and finished this. It's on my list to finish this year, though. I was enjoying it. The characters are fun. The story seems fun. The music's fun. Exploring the little school is fun. I like it. Just gotta finish it. Penultimate game here is Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I've always wanted to try a Dragon Quest game, and this seemed like a good time to jump in, and again, really enjoying it. I'm in the middle of playing it right now. I put it on pause while I finished up Stellar Blade, since I had some time to do that. This game's beautiful. I love the art style in it is just superb, and exploring the world is fun. So I haven't done a lot of like the creature battles, and I don't really think I care to. I'm more just like the sword and sorcery aspect that it kind of has going on is like for me. So yeah, I'm working on finishing it right now. It's a fun game. And then last but not least, one of the best games that I played this year as well is Animal Well. This is my limited run physical version. I haven't opened it yet, but I bought it when it came out, and it was super fun to experience it with a bunch of people playing it for the first time, because I think that's something that's special that I don't know if will ever be captured again. But I like this game a lot. Got the Platinum Trophy in it. After the post game, after the Platinum Trophy, and after the true ending, when there's more secrets to discover, I joined the Discord server to like check it out, and the puzzles were just way over my head. I wasn't gonna provide anything to them, and it was all just gonna be solved for me. Like, they're looking in directions that I didn't even know were possible to look in. But I have looked up all the secrets and stuff like that, and just what a phenomenal game. You could tell that this was just like a great project for him to work on, Billy Basso, and I look forward to more that comes out of him. I hope he does something else like this, with like these intense puzzles. The art style, it's a gorgeous game. The little music that's in there is really good. That like opening theme with on the menu and stuff like that. I wish I bought the collector's edition. I really do, but I was surprised by how much I actually liked this game. And whenever I was like watching the ending and stuff like that, I had like this like little bit of nostalgia of being in the well. I was like, oh, this is great. This is good stuff. Yeah. So really like this one. Really check it out. So yeah. So yeah, that's me rambling about all the games that I played this year. If I had to do a top 5 games this year, honorable mention to Resident Evil 7, even though I didn't play it. I just wanted to shout it out because I watched it, and I think if I would have played it, it might have cracked the top 5. Unfortunately, Animal Well does not make the cut. So number 5, we have Pokemon Legends Arceus. What a fun game! What a great game. Number 4, Stellar Blade, as I talked about. Number 3, we got Astrobot. It's fantastic. Number 2, Tears of the Kingdom. Again, not all games that came out this year, but games that I played this year. So, Tears of the Kingdom, fantastic. And of course, number 1, without question, it's Balatro, and it will always be a Balatro. I wouldn't be surprised if Balatro somehow makes it at the top of the list of the games that I play this year. So, I put together a small list of games to kind of do. I have like a spreadsheet that I make out. It's for whenever most of these games weren't on the list that I made, which is fine. I don't have to follow the list. The list is just there of like, I want to play a game, I don't know what, I can look at it and be like, oh, that one kind of sticks out. So, and then some 2025 releases that I'm kind of looking forward to. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, if that actually does come out, I'll be excited to play it. GTA 6, I'm not a big GTA guy, but I think it would be fun to experience it with everybody else. Everybody else is fighting things and like going through the story together and doing all the glitches. So that one. I already mentioned Pokemon Legends ZA. I wrote it down here. It's ZA. The Lunar remakes that are coming out. I like my Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 box sets that are on the PlayStation 1. I've never played them, but I would play the remasters so that I don't have to deal with the consoles. Civ 7. I played a little bit of Civ 6. So I'm excited for Civ 7. Monster Hunter Wilds. And Indiana Jones and the Great Circle when it comes out on the PS5. I know it's already out on Xbox. The reviews on it seem great, so I'm excited to play that one. But anyway, that's me rambling way too long about games that I played this year. If you watched, thank you. If you listened in the background, thank you. If you didn't watch, also, thank you. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about the games that I played, so that's what I did. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one.